Well, first of all, super excited about our team again this year. Got a lot of returning veterans, some juniors and seniors that give us some experience. They played in some big matches over the past couple years of Huskies volleyball. We got a couple fifth-year players, a couple fourth-year players, a bunch of third-year players, so that experience has really helped us out. But also we have a bunch of youth that have gotten some new opportunities this year, a couple redshirt freshmen and some true freshmen that have got, a couple of them got some playing time over the weekend. So, but really excited about Huskies volleyball, where we're at now, but also the future of Huskies volleyball, because one thing is we do this, I joke with the seniors that, when they leave, that hopefully there will continue to be a program and kind of a legacy without them, so they can continue to see the growth of Huskies volleyball. So really hard when you have a season like we had last year not to spend some time comparing, but as I remind them that comparison is the thief of joy, we probably try not to do too much of that, but there are times when you talk about experiences, especially for the returning women, that they can draw upon, that we've played in matches or had big moments that we can remember some of the times that we've pulled through. And this weekend was a pretty good example of that. Lost a couple sets that were pretty close that maybe wish we hadn't, but also had some great comebacks and some exciting points that we can build on as we go through this season. Yeah, so Keely had talked about coaching for a little while, wanted to get into it. She's an exercise physiology major, exercise science major. She kinesiology, has a background in some of that kind of area, and said, I think I want to coach. She coached all 4 years for a local club here, does a great job, I think, coaching. Her and Sam actually were co-coaches for quite a few years. And then was maybe kind of a little bit unsure what she wanted to do with her future. And then the week after our season ended and her college volleyball career was officially done, I just called her in for a meeting and I said, Keely, you're going to coach here for the next 2 years. This is what I'm going to pay you, and you're good. And she kind of looked at me blankly and was like, okay. I think she wanted to say, she felt a little bit weight off her shoulder. Somebody kind of decided for her. But I felt like she wanted to. I had chatted with her parents briefly, and her dad's like, yeah, tell her to do it. That'd be great. So she was obviously, I think, comfortable in St. Cloud with the people on our team. It was nice getting her in the gym as a coach in the spring. And Keely, I think, is very mature that she's not going to let some of the relationships get in the way of her coaching thing. We try to kind of slowly bring her along. There's meetings that Marcy and I have with some personnel stuff that Keely's not necessarily privy to right away, just because there's a little bit of a dynamic there that, she was rooming with them 2 months ago, and all of a sudden she's involved in some meetings that can be pretty intense and, some personal stuff. So a little bit of that is a growth thing and will come through time, but I think Keely's been a nice asset to our gym. She can enter balls. She knows what our expectations are, defensively, serve, receive wise, serving wise. I mean, she's fantastic in all those areas, how to do a little bit more with attacking this fall. We've done some of that stuff, so it's been fun getting her up to speed.
We were challenged a lot throughout the games, and a lot of people were given opportunities on the court, which is super fun to see how deep our bench really goes. There's no guaranteed spots anywhere along our court right now because everyone's pushing really hard and playing really well. Abby Wackel was given another opportunity in that last game, and she absolutely annihilated her role in that time. Brea was put in that last game and absolutely killed her time out there on the court. So every single tournament, every single practice or game or pre-game ritual, we don't take it for granted. We were definitely pushed hard, but that's exactly why we were put in those tournaments. So just continue to go out every single game, prepare the same way, and play as hard as we can and show Huskies volleyball. I was very surprised to see that when it first came out. I gotta word this very well. It's not something that I think about, and it was not a goal of mine going into the season. I don't focus a lot on personal goals or awards that I want to be given throughout the year. It's cool that our team was recognized and that with my name is attached to St. Cloud State Volleyball. So our team is going to be looked at a little bit heavier, I guess, with that award or announcement given out. But I'm not the preseason player of the year yet, so I would have a lot to prove on the court and a lot more growth to do in the gym for anything like that to happen. But I'm just proud that I can represent this team because this team is everything to me. This university is everything to me. So being able to have my name attached to that logo is pretty special.
Yeah, it's super exciting. We had a lot of home matches at the end of last season, and it was great to see all of our fan support come out and cheer us on. So we're really excited to continue that into this year, starting off with this tournament and continuing for the rest of the season. Yeah, I think we had a big opportunity for growth. Going out to Washington, as Sam said, we knew we were going to play some tough teams and get in some uncomfortable situations, which I think is exactly what happened, but it's a good opportunity for us to come back and now have some few days in the gym and learn from it so we can prepare for this upcoming weekend.
First impressions is that our bench is deep. We have lots of talented girls, and I think that's something that I recognized before even getting to Washington this weekend, like just in practice. Over my 5 seasons, I would say these have been some of the most competitive practices we've had where everyone's playing well, everyone's good, and I think you could definitely see that in Washington as we got lots of girls in to get reps on the court. I think just experience, lots of lessons can be learned just with experience. So I think, like for me specifically, helping like Molly Hobson as we're playing in the same position, and watching for her like when she's out on the court, paying attention to what the other team is doing, like when she's attacking, what are they doing when they're blocking, what's their defense like looking like, just so I can give her feedback on things that are hard to notice like while you're playing. The expectations are that we're gonna win now, so like especially coming out ranked 3rd right away, everybody just expects you to win and be good all the time, so I think that was kind of tough right away when we got to Washington, just to lose right away. It was kind of hard, and it's just a lot to like live up to, but Chad and Marcy do a really great job like keeping things in perspective for us, that like we play good teams like every weekend, like the NSIC, like that's good competition, and Chad and Marcy had us go to Washington because they knew we were going to play some tough, hard-fought matches there. So yes, everyone expects us to win, but we just expect to work hard every day in practice and in our matches, and hopefully we'll continue that pattern of success we've had in the past.